Hey, everybody. How are we doing today?
Well, hello from the other side of the internet.
The cool side of the internet.
Well, it's.
You can say it.
I mean,
It's okay.
sure, we can pretend that if we want.
Oh, damn. Des calling you guys not cool, and you guys like him more. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Oh, how are we doing? How we doing? I tell you one thing that we're gonna
Ready
do though.
to ready to win. Ready to win.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do
That's
some.
what I'm ready for.
We're gonna do some donations because I'm gonna get those
I'm ready to
fucking
win.
blesses.
Yeah, I did that too. I am now literally too poor to retire the bear, even if I wanted to.
Nice.
So it can't happen.
Noise. Oh
Oh,
man.
also, I'm supposed to say that my son is watching tonight.
What up,
He
buddy?
wanted me to mention that. I don't know if he's actually still watching. He might have gotten bored waiting for it to start, but
Well, if you're still there, man, how you doing? Hi.
if you can figure out how to text and chat, it's probably going to be like a 20-minute delay.
Oh man. All right, so we are going to do the final scenario.
Yeah.
Final
The void.
scenario.
The gloom.
We're gonna kill the gloom.
Tinkerer making his triumphant return only
is
to
back.
leave immediately.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of curious. I know it's not gonna happen, but I am kind of curious if you actually have a couple of like, oh, I forgot that's how I play the Tink.
It could happen. Very well could happen. Yeah.
But there is a treasure here, so you know I'm going after that fucking treasure.
Yeah, I know. That's what I saw. That I'm like, you know what? That makes me think that it's gonna let us keep playing after this because there's treasure. What would be the point of getting the treasure if you can't play after you win it? You know. So
it'll be a glorious return, nonetheless. Yeah.
How you doing this evening, Gunblade?
Will be.
See, I want to see if we remember how to play this game.
Yeah, see if we remember to play this game. Let's just go ahead and start off by the final boss.
Yeah, final boss. Dive right in.
Let's do this.
Ooh, there's probably going to be a lot of talking on this one.
Yeah, probably.
Really a lot to talk about here.
You have returned. Hale meets you at the door.
Oh, right. Hale again. Great.
Dour expression. We need to talk.
We need to talk. Huh?
She's always come across
like that word, dour,
in your interactions, but her mood today feels somehow different. There's a focused seriousness to it. Ever since you've been traveling around the countryside, hunting down the corruptive influences affecting the artifact, I've begun to feel a presence I haven't felt in a long time.
Of course you know who this is, Hale.
Bastian. The poor man always meant well, but... Hale's voice trails off as the ground begins to shake beneath your feet. It's nothing catastrophic, but the tremor is deeply disturbing.
Picture makes it look pretty catastrophic.
I mean, the ground is shaking beneath you. I don't care how little it is. That is concerning and can be catastrophic.
That was the strongest one yet. They've been occurring more and more frequently, and I fear the worst. Hale produces a handful of green grass and throws it up into the air with
that fresh cut grass smell.
The blades fall in a curious pattern, fading to a dark brown long before they touch the ground. He's in the city, she says with an icy expression. Somewhere deep within the void. We all hoped. Hale is once again cut short by a violent shifting in the earth. Worse than before, and without end. The Aether ushers you outside.
Oh, no.
Where you see a massive black column of smoke to the northeast. There is no time! She hands you a small pouch filled with what feels like sand and small rocks. This should protect you from the worst of the Void's influence. You must find him there and stop him from returning this world to ash. Hale refuses to say anything more, resolutely pointing you in the direction of the smoke.
Gave us a bag of sand. Supposed to help?
Pocket sand. Go through a pocket sand.
As you approach the black column, it becomes clear that it's not smoke, but a whirlwind of black sand extending far into the sky. The tremors continue, but you race towards the vortex as quickly as you can. Only when you reach the edge of the void do you hesitate. You look around you at the other residents of Gloomhaven, staring up at the terrible black cloud in mad horror. No one else will end this. It's up to you. You clutch the pouch Hale gave you and step forward onto the black sand. Immediately,
killer
you feel
sand.
Sharp pain across every point of your body simultaneously, as if you're being eaten from the inside out. The pouch fills you with a dull numbness, however. You continue to advance, moving towards the center of the void to enter the whirlwind. The sand has been brushed away at the eye of the vortex, revealing a smooth stone floor with a descending staircase. You find yourself standing in a large stone room covered in odd runic symbols.
It's always
There's
runic
an unearthly
symbols.
coldness to it, and the dull pain of the void persists. Those brave enough to enter here will be the first torn apart. An arresting voice echoes through the chamber around you. The rest I will hunt down like game and devour, but I do think I will enjoy this more. As your eyes adjust to the low light, you see a shadowy form in the center of the room. With time, you're able to focus on the image of an aether with two long, thin blades.
Ooh.
I have waited many years to reap this harvest, he says with a wicked grin.
Oh, man.
At one time, I had convinced myself that I would find more delight in watching you slowly kill yourselves. But with my
Afternoon delight?
brethren and the deaths of my
Afternoon
wards,
delight.
I have returned to my original design. I am not unhappy at the development. Even the patience of an immortal has its limits.
So I had a weird thought in the middle of that dialogue. Wouldn't it just be a kick in the balls if a game like this, you go to kill the final boss, and if you lose, your characters are gone forever. That would just...
Thought about doing that in the board game version when we play it. I'm like, like a hardcore kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you die in a snare, you're done. Let's see. Let's pick my non-important battle goals here.
my battle goals that do not matter.
This means nothing. Tink literally has 3 perk points. Can't use them.
Here I am, and I've barely gotten any perk points in general.
That 3 can't use them. Can you trade perk points in this game?
The aether flashes its blades in a mesmerizing dance.
Get that health bar.
Who will be the first to embrace the
Oh.
All right. When the gloom teleports, it moves between marked hexes in a clockwise order from the last one he used. Each mercenary or mercenary summon suffers 2 damage at the end of each of their turns. Motherfucker.
Ooh. Well, that just... Oh, man. That just neutered your class.
Yep.
Damn. Well, so why can this scenario lay out the teleportation rules and the other one couldn't? What the hell?
It's a solid question.
Just-
Oh, yeah, all mercenaries start with 3 curses, but I don't think that matters for us anymore.
At the end of each of our turns. Damn, do you have anything that has... does everything you have more than 2 health at least?
No. Healing Sprite has 2 health. I mean, the Ooze has 4 health. The Thorn Shooter only has 2 health. The Unicorn has 6 health. The Lava Golem, which I never use because I need the bottom burn on that card, has 7 health. Like this is horrible.
Wow. So most of your summons you're getting one turn out of, and that's it.
Yep.
And even then, that presumes that they're within range to actually do anything to him.
Yep.
Damn. Well, he's immune to. Let's just go with everything and leave it at that.
Yep.
All right. Does look kind of cool though.
Yes, he does.
His health bar looks like a goddamn piano key though. Jesus. A lot of health. That is a lot of freaking health. Wow. Okay. Well, here we are. At the end of all things. Bear. We don't really know what this guy's going to do outside of the teleporting thing, but don't know when he's going to do it. So let's put Bear out, and let's assume that Bear is going to be able to attack next turn. Or attack this turn, sorry. My mistake. I apologize. We're going to go ahead and get a couple attacks, strong attacks right out of the gate. That's what we're going to do. And Tink. Oh boy, Tinkerer. What do we do with Tink? I think Tink attacks, to be perfectly honest. Poison, no point using that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Let's see what he does.
That literally just neuters the summoner.
Move 12 and attacks 16?
Oh, wow.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, wow.
Attack 16. Let's go ahead and discuss the survivability probability here.
What survivability probability?
How are you supposed to deal with that?
So, everybody here has the ignore negative scenario effects. So I wonder if we take the 2 damage and if it applies to the summons or not.
I don't know. I guess it depends on if that's a scenario effect or a special rule.
Solid question.
Well, okay. Attack for 16. Watch, he's going to pull a ×2 on the bear right away. Just watch. Straight out of the gate. Going to hit him for 32. Question for everyone in chat. Has anyone beat this scenario in this game? Just curious. Has anyone beat this? Said it's been a long time since I played this scenario in the board game, but I don't recall it being this insane.
I mean, did you have a party of almost all level 9s? That does affect things.
Yes, it was fine then. Guess as good as mine there. All right. ahead and start things
Join
off
late.
with a
Which scenario is
bluster
this?
early.
This is the gloom scenario. The void. The very last one.
The
What up-
final.
What up, Dark Vantage?
How is it
Vantage.
going this evening? Yes, this is our first attempt at the final scenario. It already looks grim.
Yeah. I was just gonna say it already has taken a shit.
I have serious questions. Yeah, so I mean, I guess spoiler warning. If you haven't gotten this far and you don't want to know what happens, this is literally the end of it. But I mean, so his movement is not there yet. Sorry, no problem, Dark. No problem, buddy. I get it. So he's just gonna move enough to hit something every turn, kind of regardless. He's gonna hit for a lot.
What was that idea about keeping Bear alive?
I don't.
This is freaking insane.
We got
Remember when we first got on the
74
call?
health to go before we're even in double digits.
Remember when we first got on the call together today and we were just like, yeah, so if we end up beating this really quickly, what are we going to do after this? I don't think that's going to happen.
All right, cool. There you go. 15 fucking damage.
Like, I really hope he just has... Nope, he doesn't. He does not have just an insane amount of negative modifiers.
Like, I guess my question is that just like a really shitty card that he happened to draw first thing?
Man, it's gotta be, right?
I'm sitting here like, do I burn a card for this, or is this just the norm?
I don't think I would burn a card for it.
Next round, I'm dead already. Already.
Okay,
Jesus.
so nobody took damage, so the negative scenario effects does help us against that.
Oh, cool.
That makes me feel significantly better.
Okay. That gives us more options. He also hasn't teleported, so
No.
I'm not really sure when he does that. There's Earth. Okay, I'm using that Earth. It's that one. Pink. Guess what you're gonna do, buddy? Guess what you're gonna do? Pretty simple. Pretty simple.
You can move into attack. Oh.
Well, what's everyone's plans for the weekend? We're coming up on the weekend, guys. It is Friday. It's here.
That it is.
What's everyone playing this weekend?
I think we're gonna be going to the zoo, actually.
$15 damage in one hit.
You're still
God!
You're still going crazy over that. I love it.
That's... Oof. Man. Sorry, Tink's got this. Totally got this.
Try that.
Do 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 do. There we go. Okay.
Teleport to the next marked hex.
There it is. At 17. No.
Attack 6 at range 5 with poison, wound, and stun.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Unless it's the one right behind Bear.
I hope that it is. I really do. Dark Vantage, you been playing this just on the PC, or you been playing on the board game as well?
I think he left. I don't think he wanted spoilers.
Nope, there is. This is the main campaign.
Okay.
I'm running through Jaws of the Line right now. This is the main campaign.
This is the main. Yeah. We do not have Jaws. I have the
PC
board game
only.
version of it, but we don't have it on here.
Not
7
really.
more
Not the
damage.
Jaws on the PC.
He did what? Poison, wound, and stun. Holy hell. Holy hell.
Yeah.
Bam. Oof. Well, here's a little foreshadowing for you then, Dark. This is awful.
Jeez, I can't.
Can't do shit.
Nope.
Can do. I can move my guy. I can use my little vermin guy to go for the chest. Treasure.
It's up to you.
Since his movement is rather inconsequential.
I mean, it is a battle goal for Sunkeeper, but I really don't care. So that did not go the way I wanted it to.
Yeah. So, like being able to pick arbitrary characters for each scenario. Yes, yes, I love it. I love it. I've got all the Haven's board game stuff, and it's really nice to be able to like pick any character to use. Like my group is currently, well, we're on this same scenario in our campaign of the board game, and we're currently, I think all 4 of us are currently playing Crimson Scales characters. We're not even playing characters from GLOOMHAVEN. They're all from the Crimson Scales expansion.
That's pretty cool.
That's really fun. Yeah, I think like in total between all the board games I have, I think I counted like there's 52 playable characters. Plenty. It's plenty. Plenty. So it's a card he has to draw in order to teleport. He's going over there next, so either way, Bear's going to be like in the middle. Do I bother moving him?
Yeah, appreciate the follow there, Dark Vantage.
Hey,
Thank you.
welcome. Welcome in, Dark Manage.
I would definitely focus on trying to get the Bear up, because you know you can at least move him to the next one if you have to. I'm going to go super early, actually. And I'm going to give everybody +2 to their move this round. And I'm going to heal Bear for 3 to try and get rid of that wound.
So in order to move Bear...
And honestly, I'm just kind of pumping out some summons for Summoner. Since they aren't taking the 2 damage at the end of each round, thankfully. Thankfully.
I have to use them. Okay. Yeah, Dark. Also, feel free to join our Discord as well. You can follow us along there.
Yeah, we'll throw that out there.
Let you know when we go live every time.
I forgot that since we
Monday,
came
Wednesday,
back
Friday.
to Twitch, that doesn't go automatically anymore.
Tank is way back here. Heal the frickin' bear more, but Bear's going at 18 because I want Bear to go before he does at this point.
Well, Sunkeeper's going at 11 to give everybody their move and to heal Bear, so.
Tank will go late. We'll see what happens. Then we'll move and heal something.
I swear to God, if he pulls that freaking move 12, attack 16 card. I mean, okay, I can deal with that.
Range, what? What was the range? 3?
Yeah.
Target 2. I mean, I'm going to be right in there.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Dark, have you played anything beyond Jaws of the Lion, or is Jaws of the Lion kind of your entry to Haven? I know that's a lot of people's like entry point because it's not as intimidating as the gigantic big box of Gloomhaven.
It works.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because like
You okay?
it happened.
I gave everybody +2 to their movement.
Okay. Well, fuck. Totally used a different card then.
Kind of my entry. Oh, yeah. I mean, I actually haven't
That's
touched
an
Jaws of
good
the
one.
Lion.
It's good. Like the character, it's comprehensive, you know? Like Hatchet's awesome. I love Hatchet. Hatchet's cool shit. I got a ×2 and only did 8. Like I got a ×2 and I feel like I did nothing.
It doesn't.
Ah,
It doesn't
it's a lot of
feel
health.
as good about it.
That's a lot of damn health. And doing myself 3 doesn't really do any good at this point, so I guess I'll just move up here. Oh, I have no, I don't have those boots. Never mind.
But I'm just
Like, you
doing
give me,
digital,
give me
so
+2. Yeah.
I think even the main game is pretty accessible. No setup time.
So I'll be honest.
You do. You
I'm
be
not-
honest.
I'm not going to sit here and say that the setup and whatnot isn't a lot.
A star
However,
earring.
star earring, huh? I will say after you do it enough times, it doesn't actually take that long to get set up and going.
I mean, to be fair, you also had a system going for a while there where you didn't have to do shit. You just left it there, basically.
I can set up a scenario of Gloomhaven within 15 minutes. Be rolling. I do have thousands of hours of playtime in it, but yeah, initially, like, I mean, I bought Gloomhaven not knowing that, you know, you needed an organizer for it, really. So, like, I got it, opened the box, started taking stuff out, and went, I can't unpack this. There's no way this is organized or go back in this box. Like, shit. So I had to put it all the way and wait for an organizer to arrive. It's just like, I can't play this until I have an organizer. It's just not gonna work. But I mean, after you get through Jaws of the Lion, I would seriously consider the main game. I mean, we've we're on our 3rd campaign of the main board game of Gloomhaven. Like, it's so replayable. You just start over again, try some new characters out.
Any
Any
thoughts
thoughts
on
on
Frosthaven?
Frosthaven? I have a lot of thoughts on Frosthaven. Yeah. A lot of thoughts on it. I'm also taking 7 damage, I noticed.
Yes. I see what-
I have Frosthaven.
No. Surprised he
we-
didn't hit your character.
We didn't finish our first campaign, really. because we're finishing a campaign of Gloomhaven, and our fourth in that really wants to do Frosthaven next. So we kind of preemptively quit or whatever, shuttered our initial campaign. So I've reset Frosthaven to start a new campaign once we finish this scenario. So I haven't actually finished it yet. I think it's just as good as Gloomhaven, honestly. I will say that a lot of the characters I wasn't quite as interested in as Gloomhaven. They're a lot more, I want to say niche, but they're a lot more complex and gimmicky and whatnot, as opposed to just like something that's fun to set up and play. You know what I mean? But there's still some pretty cool stuff too. If you like Gloomhaven, there's no reason not to get it. It's more Gloomhaven. Pretty simple. The only reason to not get it would be expense. Obviously, it's expensive.
It is expensive.
But I would.
Although
start with the
I
main
did get,
box.
I did technically get Frosthaven for free, so.
I would start with the main Gloomhaven, though, before moving on to Frosthaven. Frosthaven adds a whole city building thing and whatnot, and it's cool, but it does make everything take a lot longer. Like, you pretty much like do one scenario, and then you have to do a whole nother kind of city scenario thing where you're building and upgrading and constructing all this stuff, and it adds more time to any playthrough. So, I do like Frosthaven. A lot of the map tiles and stuff are really samey. Like all the stuff, objects and traps and all the stuff you put on the tiles, they all look really similar. It's all very blue and icy. That's not a lot that really differentiates from anything else.
That could be annoying.
Yeah, I mean, it was to the point where I had bought some things off of, an Etsy seller that are just like, colored plastic hex tokens that you put down, like red ones, and then you put the trap on top of it to let you know, hey, that's a trap, right? Because you can see the red of the plastic thing underneath of it, and know it's a trap. Because without that, a lot of it just looks blue, and you're like, what is that again? Is that an obstacle or a trap? Because it just looks like a blue thing.
But it's ice. It's
You don't really
Frosthaven.
know. Like, that part of it is like, I don't know why that didn't get picked up on in the development. Like, nobody thought, hey, does a lot of this shit look too similar?
Cool. Start on main Gloomhaven campaign. Got stuck on a particular scenario, which motivated my switch to Jaws of the Lion. Trying to remember what the name was. It wasn't the slave pens,
Slave
was
pens? Slave pens? I'm going with slave pens.
What was the decaying crypt? Let me guess. Slave pens? See, Gunblade's on it too.
The gunplay said, yep. Right, like, was it slave pens?
I'm pretty sure
scenario.
the decaying crypts was an early scenario that we even had some troubles with. We did
Yeah,
it.
it's like scenario like 4, right?
Yeah, something like that. Just Harold, what's going on? Was it the slave pens?
Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
So we thought we
love it.
actually had the slave pens figured out because Dev's played it on the board game and he hates that scenario. So when we got to the point where we were forced to play it on the digital, I finally got to experience it, and he was telling me all these horror stories about it, and I was pretty certain that we had it licked, that we had it figured out, that we could stop Redthorn from moving because he moved exactly 3 squares. But it only worked for like half the scenario. And then after that, all of a sudden, he was moving 1 square here, 2 squares there. It's like, what the heck, man?
Because this version of the game just makes up the rules on the fly.
Hey, sir, you're going to get smacked again.
I am. I'm going to have to get rid of a car. There's no getting around this. And we've only done, 34 points of damage to him?
Something like that.
Which in any other scenario seems like a lot. But I think maybe my build was fundamentally broken. The thing with Gloomhaven is you can't really get, a broken build.
You just have to understand how the character plays.
there's definitely certain ones that are going to work better in certain scenarios and whatnot for sure, but you can't really break your character really. I mean, one of the reasons I love this game so much, I joke about it because it's like a love-hate thing for me, because I hate this game as much as I love it, and part of that comes from how meticulously balanced the game is. Now, this digital version, we don't really need to discuss that. That's a whole nother.
The balance is there, but the programming is bad.
Yeah, but in terms of like the board game and whatnot, like I cannot tell you how many times we've finished a scenario by like the skin of our teeth, last turn, nail biting, like, oh my god, are we gonna do this? Like, this is coming down to the wire here. Just Harold says, I mean.
Nice.
Oh.
×2 again.
Really? I drew a bless on my freaking basic attack.
Yeah. Hey, wow. Hey, you got a couple of blesses, all right? I'm trying to do the best I can to keep blesses on you from Sunkeeper.
Man, I'm gonna get like just enough health to lose it all on the attack. Minus score. I'm gonna get the -2 on that naturally. Yeah.
That 1 damage doesn't even reflect on the health bar.
Odd. Shame. Yeah, I'm guessing the scenario you're talking about, Dark, isn't slave pens though, because you gotta get pretty far into the game to unlock that one. It's just the first one that comes to mind when you talk about terrible scenarios.
Oh, perfect.
I'm sorry, is he not going to heal me? What good is he?
Yeah, what the hell?
There's literally someone that's really struggling and taking a lot of hits, and your healing sprite couldn't be bothered. I picked a Just the Lion's Merc, the hatchet, and it just wasn't holding up. I got you. I can see why you picked him, because he's awesome. I don't know if I've ever really tried to use those characters in the main game. Because I know, you have the one, what's the guy's name? Is that the Demolisher or whatever? Who's very much designed around like manipulating obstacles and pushing guys into walls and stuff. The whole game's kind of designed around that, and obviously the base Gloomhaven game isn't so much. I mean, there's still walls and obstacles, but they're not tailored to that play style. Bunch of living spirits with shields. I just didn't have the damage to overcome. Yeah, shields are a problem.
Early shields are always bad.
The good thing about the board game, like, if you're struggling with a scenario like that in here, you're kind of screwed. The board game, if you're struggling with it, you just be like, just move on. Move on. Yeah, we played our first campaign. We stuck to the rules pretty hardcore, about things and whatnot. We didn't go through and just unlock all the envelopes right away to see what the characters were. Like we retired and unlocked them properly and whatnot. And then like the second playthrough we did, where we already had all the unlocks. It was like, look, retire whenever you're getting tired of your character. Like, ultimately, we're here to have fun, and if you're not enjoying your character, like, just start a new one. Who cares? If you're not having fun on this scenario, go ahead and skip it. Move on. You don't have that option in the digital version, unfortunately. Couldn't even have one more health to avoid throwing a card away. Oh, God, no!
Living spirits can be a pain in the ass, too. The decaying crypts, and one of the reasons we had issues with that was because of the shields on the living spirits.
I only have 2 cards in play. Which means I'm forced to rest now. I'm not sure how important the move 5 is going to be. I'm guessing not as important as the attack 2, move and attack 2, probably.
If I'm standing on this hex that he's supposed to teleport to, which, I mean, he's not going to right now, but When it gets to that point.
He'd probably just teleport adjacent, I would
We
imagine.
go
Yeah.
adjacent or the next one?
Yeah. Let's see. I haven't used any equipment, have I? Of course not, because I'm the fucking bear, and the bear doesn't do anything. So I can short rest it, but then I don't get to pick the card, though. Ah, shit. Short rest. We're going. We're doing it.
I'm doing
Unstoppable Beast. It's not a great one. I can attack for 4 with that if I have Earth, but there are multiple worse cards it could pick, so I guess we're burning it. Tink. 1, 2. Tink is 2 away from him. Oh, Tink's 3 away from him. Can actually hit him. I could just go ahead and use a Tink's Disintegration Beam on him. Just kills all enemies in the target area whose hit point value is equal to or less than 5.
That'll work.
Use that. Use that.
That'll clearly work against, the piano keyboard.
Let's use this. Why not? Range 3, yeah, I guess. Bear, what are you gonna do?
Fuck shit up, because that's what Bear does.
We're gonna lash out. We're gonna hit as much as we can, as fast as we can.
That's pretty much what I'm doing.
Yeah, shield's gonna be pretty difficult to deal with in the game. I'll be honest, when we first started playing Gloomhaven, I don't know at what point, at some point during our first campaign of Gloomhaven, we figured out we'd been doing the shields wrong. So
how'd you do them wrong?
We were playing it to where, like, when you attacked, like, the shields went away. And then you could damage the health past that. It wasn't like we didn't realize the shields were active for every attack you performed.
You know what I've noticed? I've noticed that you guys, compared to the digital game, have misinterpreted a lot of rules.
Oh, it's easy. Have you seen the rule book?
No, I haven't. I got it. I haven't looked at it. It's been intimidating.
The rule book's like 60 pages long. And still, I would argue that this version of it does not get them all right. Like, there's no way. Like, this gets them wrong.
Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, we've had a couple situations playing this where, like, I've gotten the rule book out, I'm like, yep, it says right here. +1 heal. There you go. Yeah, keep drawing those. Keep drawing those. Man, it feels weird to be relieved that we're almost close to double digits.
Oh, he's doing the move 12 attack 16 again.
Yeah, I know. I've got 17 health though, so we're good. Maybe.
Until he gets a ×2. I would love to see that fucking 32 damage.
Right.
Like, I would hate it on Bear, of course, but I would love to see that shit.
All right, let's go. Let's do this. All right.
Let's go.
Time for attack. At least this guy doesn't have any shields. That's good. Ha! Immobilize, if it were possible. Now this one, we're going for the +2 and advantage on this one. We're going. Come on. Come on, Tink. Give one of those blesses. What was that? What the hell was that?
Mother.
Son of a bitch. Wow. Wow. All I got was 2 +0s. Are you shitting me?
Throw it on the ground.
Come on. Come on. We're getting close. We're getting close. Oh, come on. We're getting close. We're going to knock a digit off here.
I'm so glad you healed me for once, Sprite. Jesus.
Yeah, don't worry about the bear. He's fine. He's perfectly fine. Oh, shit. Here we go. digits.
Double digits. What difficulty is this? The normal difficulty.
I think it's like 5 if you're going by like the scenario level. It's 5. But this is just like normal difficulty. But the scenario level is 5 because we are like almost a max level party. I think both my guys are max level. One of your guys is max, isn't he? Sunkeeper? Or no?
The Summoner.
No, Summoner's level 9. The Sunkeeper's only 2 away. Unfortunately, if we beat this, the Tinkerer has to retire. Bear has been able to retire for like 3 months. Not even really exaggerating. Possibly longer. The bear quickly became way too, or what do you call it? I don't know, not expendable.
Yeah.
The bear's retirement goal is to own X amount of items, Harold. And so all I have to do is just not purchase one of these items, and I don't have to retire. 17. Damn it.
He got a -1 the last 2 times he had that card. And then now that you finally have more health, he gets a +1.
Good Lord.
That's good shit.
Dude is not playing around.
No, but man, having the bear cushion has been very nice.
I mean, even if Bear gets, annihilated, we still have 3 characters to continue on. So, All right. So he still hasn't moved. That's been an absolute fucking blessing, by the way.
Yes, it has.
Let's keep that going. So we're gonna energizing strike. Ooh, we should just pitch for no. We'll do this. And then Tink only has 2 cards to play, so it doesn't really matter. So whatever. Just Harold, how much of this have you played? You play the board game version as well, or just the digital version? Where are you at with the Havens?
Ooh,
I already want another one. Like, give me more. Just give me more.
I'll tell you guys, so we played a round of the digital a long time ago. And we went to go continue it when we decided we were going to do this playthrough. And the file was gone.
Yeah.
And so what we ended up doing is, starting over again. Well, I've been dying to continue playing on my own, but I've been afraid. I've had the bear attack twice now, and both times it's gotten the fucking null. But I've been wanting to play on my own on the side, and I haven't been able to because I've been afraid that if I do that, it's going to erase this playthrough, and then we're really going to be screwed.
Yeah,
so
that would probably be very problematic, yeah.
I'm actually really excited to, once we finish this, to be able to start doing some of the Guildmaster stuff, Jaws of the Lion, doing my own playthrough, seeing all the scenarios. Because we're about, 40 scenarios in? So there's still, isn't there like over 100 scenarios? So there's like still 60 scenarios or so to go. Kind of streamline this after a little while.
I think there's 95 in Gloomhaven. Frosthaven has like 130 or something like that.
Have a good amount of time on digital, finished campaign a few times, started on tabletop, purchased Frosthaven on Kickstarter. Harold, so I also purchased the Frosthaven Kickstarter. I was going to give it as a gift to Dev, and then he ended up buying it himself. Jerk. But I actually, if you remember during the Kickstarter, they gave a moment where they were going to allow people to retract their backing because of a change that they had made. And I had done that. I had taken my backing away. And then I moved houses to another state. And a buddy at the last place that I lived in just all of a sudden like, hey, there's a package on this person's door, and it's for you. I'm like, what the fuck? So I ended up getting the Frosthaven board game for free. What up, Uncatchable? How you doing, the glue?
Uncatchables in the chat. What's going on this evening? Come on. I have immobilized this guy like 6 times.
I think I have once as well. I mean, to be fair though,
dude, I'm back at the 22.
This is getting kind of ridiculous, to be completely honest here.
That's mentioning exploring other classes you guys haven't used. Yeah, exactly.
Well, there is one class that I really want to play. I actually played it our last playthrough, the lightning bolt class, the berserker. I love that class. Fuck you, you damn null. I actually really do love the berserker, and using health to do damage. And now that I understand the game a lot better, I really want to try him again. Try her again.
Got a very gloomy week. I'm looking forward to it. It's supposed to play digital tonight, digital tomorrow, then board game Sunday evening. Yeah, man, I wish I had that kind of time. Uncatchable. Mowing the lawn, so just listening in case I don't respond. I have a bunch of save files. I don't know. Sounds odd. You lost your files. Yeah, like it. I don't think it was gone, but it wouldn't load if I remember correctly. Like it just would not load. We could click on it, but it like wasn't actually there.
No, when I was that it? I could have swore it was like when I went to go load it up.
I thought that was it because I thought like we were trying to join and it never did anything.
I can't quite remember. Have you played Guildmaster much? I haven't touched it. Nope. Do you think it's better to focus on the core group of characters and level them up, or play all mercs and kind of spread the love? I mean, this playthrough, it's not Guildmaster, of course, but this playthrough has been kind of nice having, like the reliability of Bear, for instance. But I do like seeing the other classes and having to change your play style, every so often. Lightning Bolt class scares the crap out of me. Took a couple of scenarios to figure out. Oh man, I loved it. And then the one thing that made me, and I think I only got Lightning Bolts like level 5 or level 6 before it retired. The thing that I actually love the most is you can overheal the Lightning Bolt. And so, man, I remember abusing that as much as I possibly could. But when
went up and poked him.
Nice. But when we had the Lightning Bolt back then, you can even ask Dev, I had no problems burning cards. I'm like, we'll get it. We'll figure it out. And I was just burning cards left and right.
I remember it was about like a, I don't know, 8 to 12 scenario long tutorial of like, hey, you need to stop burning cards. That's killing it. That's killing you.
No. Let me do what I want to do.
Tink is gonna long rest. Try and get that, get those goggles back. Dude, we already got him down to 41.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it. You said it.
Holy crap!
Way to fuck it up.
Holy crap. I guess I don't know how the Guildmaster plays, Vantage. I mean, leveling up the classes to like max level. There it is. Leveling up the classes to maximum level is really awesome because there's some insanely cool abilities towards the end. But at the same time, like, highly advise trying all the classes. I mean, there's only a couple that I have zero interest in playing. Most of them are like, oh, this is pretty cool. I like this.
Also gonna go tomorrow for belated birthday for our twins.
What am I?
Oh, yeah, use your boost, dude.
I was like, I can go before him.
Yeah, we're gonna...
No! It's all right, Barrel still move. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we're planning on going to the zoo on Sunday. I think it's supposed to be like a surprise for the kids, so I hope they're not on the other side of the wall listening.
Whoops.
But yeah, we're we're really excited to go to the zoo, to be completely honest.
Lightning Bolt also has a card that is basically the same as an early card for Craighart, yet Craighart's is a burn and hurts adjacent allies, which, to be honest, isn't very fair. Lightning Bolt card isn't a burn. Okay. That's interesting. Wait, sure. Whatever.
I do want to play some more Lightning Bolt, though. I fucking love playing the Lightning Bolt. I was really hoping to be able to play Lightning Bolt this scenario, but it just never happened. Or this playthrough.
Yeah, well, what is the one that you have to do to get him is like what? Like you have to exhaust like 20 times or something like that?
Something crazy like that, yeah.
It's super unhelpful.
Top of unstable upheaval. I think I know which one you're talking. What is it? It's like, what is it? Every turn you get.
Wait a minute. Are you shitting me right now?
Maybe.
So he stunned me and I can't do any commands.
Is that seriously a thing?
In all the time I've spent playing this guy, that's not once happened. Like, we're learning this for the first time, chat. You're witnessing this for the first time ever. Didn't know it was a thing.
That's
apparently if my guy
fucking
my little
hilarious.
Vernlin gets stunned, I can't even issue commands for the bear.
Attack 3, target all adjacent enemies. Target all enemies up to 2 hexes away instead for an earth. And all adjacent allies suffer 2 damage. I got
That's
you.
actually a really good question. Like, what just happened? Why did he attack me at all?
He attacked you because when he teleported, your character was the closest to him.
Oh, it was?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sunkeeper and Bear moved after he teleported. That's why they're over there right now.
Well, my whole turn is useless, I guess. Beast Tower just stunned. Yeah, my fucking bear's not.
Your wife needs help with groceries. Oh, you better not skimp out on helping her with that.
Are you like every other man on the planet when they help bring in groceries? I will get all of them in one freaking hand.
Okay, so here's the problem with that, right?
Keep piling bags on here. Let's go.
So I am that person, okay? If you remember from our oceanic expedition in Ark Genesis, my house has a lot of doors. And I have to go through like 3 doors just to get from the car to the fucking kitchen. So carrying all those bags is kind of a pain in the ass to get through those doors. And there's a turn. All right. That is nothing compared to the fact that the wife is like, I'm tired of having all these plastic bags around the house. Let's switch to paper bags so we can start recycling them every week and we don't have to worry about them anymore. Do you want to know how hard it is to carry more than like 3 fucking paper bags in general?
I don't know.
It's damn near impossible.
No, I don't want to know. I just said I don't want to know.
Well, I've told you anyways.
Wow. It's a question if you don't want the answer.
Exactly. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need to get it closer.
That one, and I'm gonna do this one again. I'm gonna get my heal 3. God damn it, game. Get the blue IKEA bags. Reuse them. I hate reusable bags. I hate. They just sit around, collect dust, take up space. I hate that crap. 2, 3.
I'm gonna give everybody movement bonus just so you're heads up on that.
Okay.
We also don't have an IKEA here, so that's kind of a thing as well. I've never been a big fan of the reusable bags anyways. My wife saves saves bags of the same type just randomly throughout the year. And actually, just the other day, I was doing some cleaning. I found like 3 of them. I'm like, God damn it, I don't care.
Son of a...
I'm back. Do they charge you
There
for
goes
the
again.
bags? They do not charge us for the bags. Well, everybody's going to get some movement anyways.
Why the fuck did it stun the Beast Tyrant? Because Beast Tyrant was... The bear was behind the Beast Tyrant when he moved and did his attack. Yeah. Bear was on the opposite side of the Beast Tyrant. Because I thought the same thing. I was like, why didn't he attack the bear?
10 cents a bag.
Which I guess the
Keith?
outcome
God.
would have been the same.
Harold, you must be... I'm going to take a guess. Like California or New York or something like that.
Oh.
See, he's running now. He's scared now.
Mm-hmm.
Cali? Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna start picking that card every time now.
You don't have to get too specific, Harold, but are you in like North Cali, South Cali? We got a couple of followers from California.
I'll sit here, I guess. Wait for him to come back. I don't know. I mean, if nothing else, at some point when he's moving 12, right? So. Fuck it.
Eventually,
Like,
he's gonna make his way over here.
What's the point of the teleporting when he just moves 12 anyway? Wow, Bear could still make it there. That's honestly impressive.
Well, because he got the +2 to move again.
I know, that's what I mean. Wow,
It's
and
so
3,
good.
like,
It's so beautiful.
Bear's full health again.
We transition to not using any bags sometimes. I mean, sure. Be kind of weird walking out of the grocery store though with like a shopping cart of food and stuff that's not in a bag and not feel like you stole it. Everybody gonna be looking.
Oh,
at you
I
weird.
mobilized him again.
Mobilizing King. Hey, remember that? Remember how we were talking about if we finished
Dude,
this early?
he's done. He's done.
He's fucking done,
Like,
dude.
there's really no way we can lose it at this point. I mean, sure, heal again. Why not?
Unless he's got a board wipe card, which would be hilarious.
Or a second form. This is only his first form.
even my final form.
That would be some shit right there.
That'd be hilarious.
So that's
Damn.
what brings up. So I got a. You'll get a kick out of this. I got an email the other day from the.
All right.
You probably don't remember. I
In
told you about
honor,
that.
and hold on, in honor of Bear being the MVP of this playthrough, he's gonna get the last hit.
I'm gonna fucking no. Let's wait for the no.
Third time in a row. Anyways, you're saying.
A while back, I backed a Kickstarter, right?
Mhm.
The guys that make the Crimson Scales expansion.
Yeah,
They
yeah, I
have
remember you
their
talking
own
about
game
that.
now called Rove, right? Yeah. Well, I've kind of forgotten about it, right? I get the updates every so often or whatever, but I got an email from them a couple days ago, and I should have expected this email to be coming because they were addressing the tariff issue, and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Because the game is supposed to be delivered to me by like May. Is it really? It really just desynced. It really just fucking desynced.
I was wondering what's going on because it's not letting me choose.
It's
anything.
it's gonna kick me out of the final fucking scenario. I'm so glad to be done with this game. Whatever.
Never got to do
Can't do anything
Crimson
about it.
Scales.
Invite me as soon as you can. Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, so I got that email and I was like, man, I forgot about that. But the characters you play in that game, it's not quite, like Gloomhaven. Obviously, the game takes a lot of inspiration from Gloomhaven, but the characters in that game, they come with tuck boxes, right, that you unlock as you go. But it's not a brand new character. There's 5 characters you pick from, and your character like evolves as it levels up. So when you like evolve, open a box and see what your evolution looks like. I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. I'm excited to see that. I'm not excited to have to pay like $200 for shipping. But
it won't be that bad.
I've already bought the game at this point, so it is what it is.
Talking through the Lord.
Yeah, Crimson Scales Herald is Crimson Scales is really fun. I can't believe I don't even get to fucking see this. Can't even do, like, don't even get to see it. Don't even get to experience this. Such bullshit.
My vessel and banish me from this plane, but it
Over 100 hours of a campaign. I don't even get to see the finale.
I will return. I will feast on this world once again. At this, the body of the Aether crumples to the ground and fades out of existence.
He's basically mad he got beat up.
I mean, can you blame him?
You got your perk. Both your characters. Again, the two characters that got perks are the two characters that don't need fucking perks.
Literally can't use them.
Beast Tyrant. Enemies killed. 1. Record! 95 damage from the bear, though. That seems bullshit. It says the bear only took 35 damage. Oh, because you burned a card for the 1.
For 2 of them, actually, yeah. I got hit for 1 for like 16 and 1 for 17. I had to burn cards for. Yeah. That makes more sense then.
Damn, Summoner got 15 experience. Nice.
I took the first initial hit of 15. God damn.
From the gloom, only green.
Yeah, Crimson Scales Herald. I don't know if you were here before, but like my board game group currently playing through Gloomhaven, we're all 4 using Crimson Scales characters right now. They're some really cool characters in Crimson Scales. I'd argue that the characters in Crimson Scales are even better than the characters in Frosthaven, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
There's some cool characters in Crimson Scales.
I keep forgetting Crimson Scales is a thing, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Which is technically free if you can 3D print anything. Well, you can get the files and print whatever you want.
Yeah.
No more retail copies available. That's over and done with. But
the tremors and vortex
I was lucky enough to get my hands on one of those.
And all those gathered around the void look very relieved when you emerge from the confrontation.
Everybody's happy we're back from the void.
I'm not back though.
It says new players are currently joining the game.
I'm waiting for the party to return to Gloomhaven or reach a save point.
Know that whatever calamity had descended upon them has now been averted. They cheer and celebrate your strength. You return to Hale and she offers her heartfelt thanks, but refuses to speak more on the issue. I overstepped my oath in a moment of panic, saying what I did. Please, the danger has passed. Let us speak no more of it.
Quest completed. And I can't read it because it's all blurred right now because it's waiting for you to join the game.
Nice.
I can't click on anything.
That's a problem. It's literally telling me it's waiting for the party to return to Gloomhaven or reach a save point.
Yeah, you might have to cancel. Oh, there it goes.
I just canceled.
Got 5 prosperity from that? God damn. 5 prosperity, 5 reputation, 14 XP. Gloomhaven wealth 6. Boots of quickness. Split mail. Hey, the flea bitten shawl. Reaping scythe. Interesting. Major mana potion. Spike shield. And 1 enhancement point each.
Sounds like really cool shit.
Oh! Damn it! And now Tink is retiring. Fuck. Surely no one is more hero than you. You have scoured Gloomhaven for its rarest and mightiest foes and bested them in glorious combat. Your battles have spoken to generations. Though you do not plan to rest when you bid farewell to your valiant fellow mercenaries and make for the open road, perhaps one day you'll return to Gloomhaven to see what other unique creatures have emerged to meet your challenge. But for now, more creatures await beyond the reach of the city, and it is your heroic duty to face each and every one in battle.
There you go.
And you unlocked...
Bye, Tink. Enjoy your time at the beach in the condo. Oh, Tink doesn't seem like a beach kind of guy.
You unlocked Angry Face. Got some prosperity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Angry Face. Doom Caller or something like that. Doomstalker. Well, my wife has played like 4 times.
She likes that one, huh?
Mm-hmm. Downloading new save. Yeah, thanks. Man. But has she played Craighheart, though? No. Has not played Craighheart. She likes to play the squishy characters, the glass cannons.
I mean, does make sense for her. All right.
She's missing out. Yeah, she's got other people in her party who are more than happy to play the thick boy damage dealer types.
Split mail. The next 4 sources of damage from attacking targets, you gain a shield 1. Nice.
Craighheart is pretty fun, though.
It adds 4 negative 1s. God damn. Oh, that's cool. Reaping Scythe would be cool. When damaged by an attack, gain shield 1 and retaliate 2 for the attack. Nice. I'm just looking through, new stuffs.
There we go.
Beginning the round after all ability cards have been revealed, increase or decrease your leading initiative value by 20.
I still can't do anything, by the way, because I don't have control of anything. That's officially my 3rd completed campaign of Gloomhaven now.
During your turn, refresh all of your spent items and perform a heal 3 self-action. That is not what I figured the Sun Earring was going to do. Major mana potion. During your turn, create any 2 elements. Damn! Let's level up the Sunkeeper.
Imagine replacing Reaping Scythe with Lightning Bolt in that card that does damage based on your health. Seen it done. It is insane. How high do the damage numbers get? Uncatchable.
I think you or somebody told me that the numbers get insane with.
You can get pretty crazy.
With lightning bolts.
Pretty crazy. If the stars align, it can get pretty crazy. Tink has retired. He retired with 751 damage done. That's quite a lot, actually. Killed 49 enemies. Healing 691. Jesus, he's a healing fiend.
Mm-hmm. Not what I expected for him, but you know what?
He's got the best win rate out of any of our past members.
Nah, okay. Don't matter which one I pick.
Funny.
He did, huh?
Funny. 70%.
Damn.
70%.
Hello, Shako. How we doing?
What's going on, Psycho?
Yo.
How are you this evening, my man?
I still laugh.
You just missed it, Psycho. You just missed it.
I still laugh
Gloomhaven.
that your Sunkeeper has an 11% win rate.
Yeah, I know. That one fucking scenario really did it. Did it in.
Yes, it did.
really caused existential pain and trauma.
You ended Gloomhaven on the first hour of the stream? Yeah.
We did.
We were not expecting that because the thing had 184 health. And all of our characters were supposed to take 2 damage after every turn at the end of the scenario, which was basically going to cripple the summoner. Ended up not being the case. And then he ended up he could teleport around. He ended up only teleporting, 3 times? So he really just stood there and took it. And it didn't go well for him.
He teleported on the second turn, I think, first, and then he stood in that one spot for the next 4 or 5 turns.
Was it a big dragon? It was not a big dragon, unfortunately.
No, it's pretty much just a guy with 2 swords.
Guy with 2 swords.
He's a cool looking guy with 2 swords.
Yeah. Just using base health. At level 9, it would be base 25 damage per enemy unless you have the overhealing ability active. Just saying. Damn. That sounds sexy as hell.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So Big Bag Boss was a guy with 2 swords. Yep. Guy with the 2 swords who was immune to all negative effects, had almost 200 health, and was teleporting around. He did have one card.
And he was purple.
And he was purple. He did have one card, though, that would do 16. You'd do move 12, do 16 damage. It was insane.
Yeah, he hit hard.
He did hit hard with that one.
He did hit me with that 3 times.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
He did swing. Yeah. It was painful.
All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and switch gears. We still got some time here.
Yep.
So we're going to head back to... did I mention my element board came in? Nice. No, you did not.
Oh, you didn't? No. I think you sent us pictures of it, though, right? I think
so, yeah. Should I post a pic in Discord? Do it. So the Big Bad Boss was a guy with 2 swords and an illness that made him purple. It's like another version of gangrene or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was old. We basically just killed a crippled senior citizen.
He was very old. And then you didn't get to hear this because it kicked you out at the end of the scenario, but he did say that, oh, you may kill my vessel, but I will be back someday.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sure he will. He hasn't popped up in anything yet, as far as I know.
But we are going to go ahead and call this for Gloomhaven tonight. We're going to go ahead and switch gears. We're going to hop back into 7 Days to Die.
That's right.
So we're going to make that switch here. It's going to take just a couple of minutes here.